Welcome dear students for the English session of grade 7, and today we are going to continue with the topic finite and non-finite verbs. Today we are going to deal with the second part of the topic, that is non-finite verbs. First video we had seen what are finite verbs and what are their broad classifications, that is transitive, intransitive and auxiliary verbs. Let's get started with the detailed explanation of non-finite verbs. Now, if we talk about non-finite verbs, they are not the main verbs in the sentences. A non-finite verb does not change according to the person or tense. So, non-finite verbs basically are not the action verbs. They do not perform any action in the sentence, and hence they are not the main verbs in the sentences, and they also do not change according to the person or tense. We had taken an example. I will again repeat or recall the example which we had taken in first video, that Ram went to the market to purchase fruits. Here if we change the main verb, that is went, as per the subject the verb will change, and therefore it will be considered as finite verb. But if even though I change the subject and the tense or the verb of the sentence, non-finite verb will remain as it is. Let's take another example. I study English to improve my language. I study English to improve my language. If I change the subject, they study English to improve language. If I change the tense, she will study English to improve her language. So here if we see all these three examples, the main verb has changed as per the tense or as per the subject, but the second verb, that is to improve, remains as it is in the sentence, and it does not change according to the subject or the tense, and hence such type of verb which does not agree with the person, number or tense are termed as non-finite verbs. I hope children you all have understood the basic difference of finite and non-finite verbs. Let's move ahead with the classification. We had already seen the classification of non-finite verbs, that they are divided into infinitives, participles and gerunds. So let's go with the very first explanation of infinitives, but before that we have got certain examples of non-finite verbs. Let's go through the examples. Vandana likes to sing. Her brother likes to sing too. If I change the subject, here it's a singular subject and therefore it is likes. If I say they like to sing, here I had changed the subject, and as per the subject the verb has changed. It has become like, but to sing has remained as it is, and hence it is considered as non-finite verb. So non-finite verb will not change as per the subject or tense. Please keep this in mind. Now bare infinitives, these are base forms of the verb without to. Infinitives basically come with to plus base form, that is the form of infinitives. But if we talk about bare infinitives will always be without to. They will be the first form or base form of the verb. The word to is not used for modals. We also do not use to for the modals, modal auxiliaries, that is can, could, should, must, dare, etc. There are number of modal auxiliaries, and we never use to with modal auxiliaries. And also with certain words like observe, hear, see, watch, feel, lease, decide, let, make, etc. Examples are I saw her dance. We cannot say I saw her to dance, right? I saw her dance. This is the correct form of the sentence. I saw her dance. So here we have taken bare infinitive. She made him laugh. We will not say she made him to laugh, right children? So we can also use bare infinitives in certain cases. Let's move ahead, that is with the very first classification of non-finite, that is infinitives. They are the base form of the verb and are not restricted by the gender, person or number of the subject or the tense of the main verb of the sentences. Basically we have seen non-finite verb does not change as per the gender, person or number, being the same infinitive being the part of the same non-finite verb is also not restricted by gender, person, number or the subject or the tense of the main verb of the sentence. Generally the word to is used before the base root verb to form an infinitive. Now if we talk about infinitives, infinitives always carry to before them, that is to plus base form of verb. This will be the proper explanation of infinitive. Examples we have, they love to watch theatre. So to watch, this is the infinitive. Watch is the base form and to is added. So they love to watch theatre. To build a temple, here was the plan. The mouse is trying. Now is trying is the main verb. To hide in the bin. Getting it children? The mouse is trying to hide in the bin. We can change the tense also. The mouse was trying to hide in the bin. So again here we can understand the finite verb and non-finite verb, and infinitive is again a non-finite verb. I hope you must have understood the explanation. Some of the uses of the infinitives are as follows. See here children, some of the infinitives can be used as the subject of the main verb of the sentence. They can also be used as the object of the verb or sentence. Now how it is taken as the subject of the sentence, here they have given an example. To graduate was his long cherished dream. So here to graduate is the infinitive which is used as the subject of the main verb. If we see the second sentence, the little boy is learning to play the guitar. So to play the guitar is working as the object of the sentence, right? The third form where infinitive can be also used as the complement of a verb, right? To satisfy the verb we use complement of a verb. There was no one to assist him in the project. To assist him in the project is the complement of a verb which is trying to satisfy the verb. Used as adjectives also. So infinitives can be used as adjectives also. The example is easy to assemble furniture is gaining popularity. Easy to assemble, used as an adjective. So this is what we have learned about the infinitives in this particular video. I hope you all have learned or understood what all infinitives are. Infinitive is the basic or the very first subtype of non-finite verbs, and therefore they will be always working as a non-finite. But then infinitives always will have to plus base form, right? And they can be used as the subject of the main verb of the sentence. They can be used as the object of the verb or the sentence. They can be used as the complement of a verb, or they can be used as adjectives also. This is what we have. If we want to see more examples, we must study to learn, right? This is used as an adverb, we can say. For example, we can take, for example, I told you to wait. I told you to wait is used as an adjective, right children? Then as the complement of a verb we can say his job is to assist you. his job is to assist you. So here is to assist you is complementing the verb, and that is what is used as the complement of a verb. So these are certain things which we need to keep in mind, children, when we talk about non-finite verb. So very first non-finite verb we have learned is to about the infinitives, bare infinitives and full infinitives, that is to plus base form, that will be the main infinitive, right? I hope you all have understood till here. The participles and gerunds we will be dealing in the next video. Till then, thank you very much for listening me. Take care. Goodbye.